Hey guys, Gino here from Market Movers. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the benefits to owning a new car in Ireland. So this is a topic I've been wanting to cover for a while. It's something that I'm probably quite knowledgeable on. I've been selling cars. I started selling cars in July 2017. I'm still selling cars to this day. I've worked in a couple of different brands, a couple of different types of garages. I've worked in only new cars. I've worked in new and used cars. I've worked in a used car garage as well. At the moment, I'm working for Hyundai in Kiri's Hyundai in Middleton. One of three Hyundai garages in County Cork, all owned by Kiri's. Kiri's is one of the largest car companies in Ireland, basically. I'm sure most people watching this have probably heard of them. They have three Hyundai dealerships, two used car dealerships, a BMW car dealership and motorbike dealership, a Nissan dealership, and two Renault dealerships. This is not a sponsored video by Kiri's, by the way. It's just obviously my life, just where I work. And I'm just going to talk to you about what I think the benefits of owning a new or nearly new car are. Before we get into it, guys, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. This is not a video trying to sell you guys a car. It's just I'm going to talk about the actual financial and personal benefits to owning a new car and just debunking some maybe myths around the whole thing. So I'm going to get straight into the video. I'm going to start off with talking about just one of the massive benefits and one of the most obvious benefits to owning a new or nearly new car. So I am going to relate everything to Hyundai for two reasons. Number one, it's what I know, it's what I'm in, it's what I'm dealing with on 5 days a week. And number two, I don't want to give any misinformation. So everything I say is Hyundai related, but of course could be car related to most brands. But I'm going to keep it Hyundai related. And also, I suppose Hyundai have some of the top selling cars in Ireland, and they're one of the top three selling brands in Ireland, so it's an easy one and a popular one. I'm sure a lot of you guys have family, friends, or yourselves drive Hyundais. The police drive Hyundais, the paramedics drive Hyundais, so there's lots of reasons to cover that brand. So to get straight into it, first thing is your warranty. So you have a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty with Hyundai from new. That comes along with a 5 years AA breakdown assist and 5 free health checks on your car, so once a year. That's on a new car, and it carries over into used cars as well. So obviously it doesn't follow the person, it follows the car. Benefits to having a warranty. So firstly, if you have a family, you want a car that's going to bring your kids to school, that's going to get you the job, that's going to pick up your kids from their soccer training or their dance classes or their football classes or whatever it might be, and you don't want it to let you down. Your warranty is a huge benefit in that. So firstly, if it does break down, you've got your AA covered. They'll be with you within an hour. If something goes wrong, that's not wear and tear, so it's not something that you've neglected, it's covered under your warranty for 5 years. This can work out quite well because at the end of the day, a car is a machine with lots of moving parts, and things can go wrong in machines. So it's great to have this warranty backed up. And Hyundai with a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty is one of the better ones in Ireland. Some other ones there off the top of my head is BMW do a 3-year unlimited, and Renault do 5-year 200,000 kilometer warranty. So you got 5 years unlimited mileage warranty with a Hyundai and your AA assist for that length of time. Another thing that you don't have to worry about then is your NCT. So you don't need an NCT on a new car for 4 years. So if you were to buy a new car in January, for me for example, you wouldn't have to NCT that car until 2026. If you've ever had to NCT a car or ever gone to an NCT centre, you will know that it is an absolute pain in the... So you go there, it's expensive, 60, 70 euros or something. They'll tell you whatever's wrong, you need to go fix whatever's wrong, you need to come back, pay another 30 to 60 euros, depends on the issue, and it takes nearly an hour each time. It's a horrible process to have to go through, and to do it every year or every 2 years is not fun. So if you're buying a brand new car, you don't have to do it for 4 years, and then until the car is 10 years old, you only have to do it every 2 years. So there are two huge benefits to having a new or nearly new car, in my opinion. The second one is the cheaper road tax. So this can go back a bit further. So in mid-2008, Ireland changed the road tax laws. So pre-2008, if you had a diesel car, for example, a 2-litre 1.9 diesel car, you could be paying up to 700-800 euros road tax per year. Now, the max you really pay is about 210, unless it's a particularly special vehicle, about 210 euros a year. So that is literally nearly a quarter the price. It is so much cheaper, it's so much better, and that is 210 euros a year is a way less of a hit than 700 euros a year, because you could be driving a 06 car that's only worth 1,000 euro and paying nearly 1,000 euros a year just to have it on the road. It doesn't really make any sense. That's your cheaper road tax. Now, this is something I really want to delve into, because this kind of relates to the channel more than anything. Is people in Ireland have this issue with finance. They seem to think that finance is a bad thing to do. In America, you don't see it. In all these Canada, Australia, all these countries, you don't see this hate towards finance like people have in Ireland, and it makes no sense. It boggles my mind. So, just to dive into a few things. For example, a new Hyundai, you can get 3.9% APR, which is a tiny percentage rate to pay on your money. So let's say a car is 36,000 euros. New Hyundai Tucson is 36,000 euros, and you want to pay it all off at once. You want to pay, I'm a cash buyer, I want to pay 36,000 euros. First, the garage can't take your cash. They can't take that much cash. But let's say you have it saved up, you want a bank transfer, whatever. That's 36,000 euro coming straight out of your account. That probably took you years and years and years to save up. The correct way to do it, or the smart way to do it in my opinion, is you get your 3.9% finance, you put a deposit, a nice deposit, 10,000 euros let's say, and you put a 10,000 euro deposit towards your 36,000 euro car. You're financing 26,000 euros let's say over 5 years. I'm not going to calculate the figures, we'll just call it roughly 450 euros a month on 3.9%. Now you've still got 26,000 euros that you haven't spent. If you put that into an investment, like a safe investment like the S&P 500, you can get 8 to 12% a year back. So rather than all that money be gone, it's in your car, which is a depreciating asset, which I'll cover. But that 26,000 euro now, instead of being in your car, you finance that amount, you're paying it off every month, but you're making more every year on the 26 grand that you've invested into the S&P 500 or into your Bitcoin or whatever you want to do. It's up to yourself. The S&P 500 is a good safe option to cover in it. So you're financing that amount, you're paying a low percent APR, 3.9%, and it can go up to 8.9%, and even at 8.9%, you can still make up to 12 even more percent per year investing that money. So it's still a smart thing to do, like it's still a smart way to cover it. But anyway, that's just basically what I wanted to cover. It's a myth in Ireland, and it's a silly one that people come in and they think it's cool or impressive, and it is impressive to have 40,000 euros saved up, but the impressive thing is to be smart with your money and to make your money increase, not to be I don't want this person to think I can't afford this, so I'm going to pay for it all at once. That's not how it works, and that's not how we look at someone who's when they're coming in to finance a car. We look at it like this person needs their money for something else, or is using their money for something else, rather than putting it all into one asset. So that's finance pretty much covered, I think, in my eyes. Finance is not a bad thing, it's a good thing, it's a help. These banks are out there, they're trying to sell cars, like I'm trying to sell cars. We've got deals with banks that are giving us low rates so we can sell cars, so they can make money, so you can have a car and we can sell the car. It makes perfect sense and everyone gets fed. It's definitely something that people need to put more thought into. And then I suppose the last bit then is diesels, hybrids and electric cars. So luckily in Hyundai we cover most. We cover all, and we cover them all pretty well. We cover with the Hyundai Tucson, which is the top selling car in Ireland. I have a few stats here. So the Hyundai Tucson this year has sold 5,500 units so far. The next closest car is the Toyota Corolla with 4,100 units. So the Hyundai Tucson is up 73.2% over last year. And as far as brands, the Hyundai is the third top selling brand. So the top three selling brands in Ireland are Toyota number 1, Volkswagen number 2, and Hyundai number 3. That covers all their cars and all their different models. All cars are made well. There's very few cars that are made badly these days, and I always say to people, just because I sell Hyundais, it doesn't mean that I think other cars are bad. All cars are made well, and they're made to a specific standard, and there's a massive safety standard, which is another reason why owning these cars can be helpful. You've got safety, you've got reliability, you've got You've got your warranties, you've got NCTs not to worry about, you've got high spec in all these new cars, high power. A lot of these new hybrids and electrics are all over 200 horsepower. You've got heated seats, heated steering wheels, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, lane assist, all these massive safety features, ISOFIX in the back. All these reasons that are not on a lot of old cars, reasons to own a new car. So I was going to dive into just diesels, hybrids and electrics. So the benefits of driving a diesel car still remain the same. So okay, diesel prices have gone up. Okay, they're not that good for the environment, but we're not really talking about that right now. We're just going to talk about the benefits to owning these things. Your diesel car, perfect for long distance driving, slow burning fuel, and cheap, relatively cheap to run. In a Hyundai, you service it every 2 years or every 30,000 kilometers rather than every 1 year in a petrol car. So they're relatively cheap to run and they're relatively cheaper to buy. Then you move into your hybrid. So you have a self-charging hybrid and a plug-in hybrid. Now, personally, I love the plug-in hybrid. I'm driving a plug-in hybrid Tucson at the moment. My commute to work is 20 kilometers each way. The plug-in hybrid electric battery will cover 60 kilometers, so I can make it to work and back on full electric. It takes about 2 hours to charge and costs about €1. So I can make my full week's driving not using any petrol, which is absolutely phenomenal. And then you still have the backup. You don't have the fear of losing your range that people seem to think with electric cars, because you have a petrol engine ready to back you up as soon as you run out of your electricity. So the hybrids are beneficial in that sense. And then the electrics are brilliant cars. We've got the beautiful Ioniq 5 that's just come on the market. We've got the Kona electric and the Ioniq, the regular Ioniq electric, which has been around since 2017. Some of the top selling electric cars in Ireland. My mother is driving an electric car. She absolutely loves it. You can charge it up. You can get anywhere from 312 up to nearly 500 kilometer range, depends on your battery size. If you think about 300 kilometer range, that's half a tank of fuel. It costs you €6 to €8 to charge it up or at home overnight or whatever while you're sleeping. You're paying about £6 for half a tank of fuel. Now the cars are more expensive, it's all relative, but they come quite well spec'd, they're quite fancy, they're quite good looking cars, and you will save money in the long run on them. So guys, I just wanted to cover cars. I wanted to cover what my job entails. I wanted to cover the benefits of finance, because I know I see it in work a lot of times. People don't realize the benefits of finance. I just wanted to quickly dive into things like your warranties, things like your service, your cheaper servicing, things like your security and safety, and the reasons why owning a newer car can be quite beneficial, especially in this day and age. Even with the insurance in Ireland, they're trying to eliminate older cars, and it's better for the environment. All the new cars are made, they are more, they are greener and they are easier to run, especially if you're looking towards hybrid and electric. So guys, I hope this video benefits someone. I know a lot of our viewers are probably a bit younger, they're probably not considering buying a car yet, but we do have some older viewers as well, or you can tell your parents about it. But the big things to take away is security, safety, warranty, and with finance, don't be afraid of it. If you can get a low APR finance, you can make that percentage back on your investments with your money you've saved. So guys, thank you all so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Just a quick shout out to our sponsors. 35mm Vintage, absolutely killing it down in the Marina Market. Coming up to Christmas, they're going to be there a lot more. They're going to be selling loads and loads of cool stuff. They've got ski scoots, they've got jackets, they've got t-shirts, they've got hats, phone cases, you name it. They're in Mayo, they're online, and they're in Cork. They're in the Cork Marina Market as well. So guys, thank you all so much. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. If anyone has any questions about financing or cars or anything, please shoot me a message. I'd be happy to talk to you about it. Thanks very much, and we'll see you in the next one.